So again, draw a circle first of your desired size, and what we'll create is sort of like a half rustic wreath. So this is where we'll place the roses. To create a very loose and simple rose using brush pens, just start with the center by pressing hard on your brush pen to achieve this thick stroke. And then add 3 thin circular strokes like so. Next, we'll create bigger C strokes. So you can push hard on the brush pen to create that thick stroke, and then another one in here, and lastly in here. Okay, and make sure that these strokes are pigmented enough so it will be easier to activate it with water. You can go over these strokes again if you think that they are already dry. And once you have that markings on your paper, we'll wet the paintbrush, and then just using the water, we will spread the ink following the shape of the stroke. So the C shapes doesn't have to be perfect. And then just wet your paintbrush again with water and continue adding the outer petals of the rose, leaving some white spaces. I'm just getting some pigment from the center, but I want the outer petals to be lighter and the center to be darker. So I think this center is a little bit far from the outer petal. So I'll go ahead and spread the ink on this part to make it look like more attached to the outer petal of the rose. Now this is already good, but we can still add more ink on some parts of the rose for layers, and this will also add depth to our painting. Nice! We've done the first rose. So we're just going to do the same process for our second rose over here. I'm now using rose pink, and I start by pressing hard on the brush pen to create the center of the rose. Then these thin circular strokes and bigger C strokes. And don't forget, make sure to add more pigment to each strokes. Wet the paintbrush and follow the curves and continue forming the shape of the rose. So keep in mind to leave white spaces in between your strokes to separate the petals from each other. Now I'm adding pigments on some parts for another layer of petal, and then just blend them in. Let's start adding leaves to the roses. I'm using olive green and added water to it, and I'm just going to draw some kind of a triangular shape following the curve of the rose so it will look like it's behind the flower, and just filling the shape with color. So I forgot to erase the pencil marking of the circle earlier. So now I'll just erase it since the paint on the flower is already dry. So you need to wait for the ink to dry before attempting to erase any pencil markings, or else you will smudge the paint. You can also erase first before painting the roses. Now for additional leaves, I'm using lush green. This is a darker green and it will be nice for a filler or smaller leaves. We can also mix burgundy with it, which is the first color of my rose, to maintain the harmony of colors in our wreath. So I'm just adding leaves to areas where I think will balance the wreath, and if you're unsure where to place them, you can add leaves in between the flowers, the side of the flowers, or you can also add leaves following the shape of the wreath. It takes some practice and a lot of experimentation, but once you're comfortable with it, it will come naturally to you. Alright, so the next step is to add more filler flowers, and I'll be using the burgundy color again to create kind of like flower buds. So you don't have to worry about what type of flower we're actually painting because it's loose rather than detailed. And I'm just drawing 3 petals for each filler flower and adding stem and greenery to it, and that's it. You can also overlap these flowers to the leaves like what I'm doing in this video. Now this step is optional, but you can add shadow leaves, which are leaves of lighter color, to bring the design all together. And once you're done, you can improve your leaves by adding veins to it. For the final step, we will draw the ring of the wreath. For this, we can use a brownish color and then create thin strokes of random shape, so it can be a curly or a wavy line that are overlapping. And just continue more of this stroke until you form the shape of the ring. I feel like this area here needs more leaves, so I just added darker value of filler leaves, and we're finished with our simple wreath.